Welcome back, guys. In this class, I'm going to give you a quick rundown on using your right hand when doing the hooking, also known as T technique, and the most basic steps of this technique. Okay, same in the previous lesson, Gu technique. You can rewatch it in the top right corner of the screen. The shoulder joint, upper arm, forearm, wrist, and back of the hand need to relax. We will pluck the strings between the Yusan and the first He, as this range provides the most accurate sound amplitude. Then your hand loosely forms an arc like this, and slowly place your hand on the strings. This technique is a combined method. Typically, it involves a mix of Gu and Ti and is not used alone. I'll demonstrate it for you. Plucking the first string uses the Gu. Then, using the same finger, you follow up with the Ti. All the force should be focused on the tip of the fingernail. Avoid letting the string make contact with the middle of the nail, like this. Instead, use only the very tip to play, and keep this contact point consistent. Just like with the Gu technique, only the first joint of the middle finger moves like this, plucking forward, while the back of the hand remains still. Use the force from your finger joint, lowering it slightly. Make sure the position of your wrist and palm remains steady. Then lower the middle finger joint a bit and pluck forward. We will replay. Pluck the Gu technique first, then adjust your hand position. Shift your center of balance forward and bend your finger joints to ensure the force is centered properly. Then, pluck forward. Okay, now I will talk about some mistakes when playing the T technique. Let's continue watching the video. First, there is the issue of improper hand placement during preparation, such as not positioning the hand on the strings. In this case, the middle finger lacks support, so it has no strength. Second, using excessive force causes the wrist, palm, and fingers to push forward. These two issues are the most common when performing the T technique. Please pay attention to these mistakes. Let's take another look at this technique together. Get your hand ready, bend your finger joints forward, and then pluck. Practice each string one by one, plucking the Gu once, then the Ti once. At the same time, we should pay attention to the natural forward movement of the wrist when plucking. The wrist should not be lowered too much. It should remain straight, and the pluck should be directed forward. All right, that's the end of our lesson for today. Be sure to check out the next part of the video for more finger training tips. If you find the lesson useful, remember to like, share the video, and leave us your opinion.